92 inland. And Sunday, partly sunny, high 85 near the coast, 91 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala!
Wait a minute. I think we have a keeper here.
Tempo it a little bit.
The only show on radio that has a new theme song every week. It's time for Bob Kennedy from Berkshire Hathaway Hometeam Realty. Yeah, you have a unique thing about your show. There's a new song every week.
I feel honored.
Well, eventually we'll say, you know what? Let's use this one all the time. But this doesn't quite cut it for you, does it?
Not quite.
Not quite. Why does it sound dated? Like maybe from...
No, it just kind of... I don't know. It's better than a couple of the ones we've heard lately. I think we're moving in the right direction.
Good morning, Bob. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How's everybody here?
Pretty good. There's a few homes for sale in my neighborhood. I don't know if anybody's... I don't know why that might be. Maybe people choose this time of year to sell their homes. You think that's what it is?
Good time to sell. Market's getting better. More and more people have equity in their homes again, so they can do things they haven't been able to do the last few years, like maybe make that purchase, make a buy up, maybe move to a different state, different part of Florida. A lot of things go into it, but also a lot of people are looking to buy because they want to get they want to get set up for school. School here starts now, beginning of August, so they want to get all that done. So that's a good
hard to believe we're talking about that in April, but you're right.
That's kind of the way it works.
You have to do 6 months in advance, 5 months in advance.
Yeah, well, because you have to figure from the time you start looking till the time you close, it's going to be a good 90 days. Take a month
that works.
To look.
That dovetails perfectly with the little cheat sheet you gave me
about getting your house ready.
Getting
for
your
sale.
house ready.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So these are some selling secrets
that you HGTV secrets.
Do you have to regularly educate a seller? Like, is it part of your job is to always, like, let's say I sign up with you today, Bob, I want to sell my house. And you say, all right, and you come and visit me. Here's what we're going to have to do. And you just had this like yesterday with somebody else and the day before with somebody else.
Well, what happens is most people today, most consumers are extremely well educated on most things that you talk to them about, right? You go to the doctor, he tells you got something wrong, you can Google it and have all kinds of information about what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Not that you're a doctor, but when it comes to home selling, it's the same thing. Like this stuff, everybody when they're getting ready to sell their home is watching HGTV, okay?
I bet they are, yes.
Well, I'll tell you. I've mentioned it before. Berkshire Hathaway is doing a sweepstakes where we're giving away like $50,000 or $5,000 a week and $50,000 total. We had over 1 million people register last year, and we're like 25% ahead of that this year. So it shows you the power of those programs. But most people, when I sit down with them, and you talk to them about what they want to do, they say, tell me, what do I need to do? Do I need to take pictures down? Do I need to clean things up? Most of them want to know what is going to be in their best interest.
Yeah, the rebel flag, keep that up or put it down, take it down?
Well, that's personal preference.
All right, it says always be ready to show. Now, how do you know the house is ready to show? How do you know that?
Well, once it's in condition, you hide the dog food bowl, you hide the cat litter.
Okay.
The carpets are clean. It doesn't, smell like last night's dinner in the morning.
Right.
Things like that. That's being ready to show, because somebody might call in the morning, say, hey, we'd like to show that house 3 hours from now. So the more ready you are, the laundry, Your kids' laundry should not be all over the floor, clean or dirty.
So do you actually tour the house and give them feedback? Like say, you got a little bit of mildew in the bathtub, that kind of thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You want to address all those things. Some people will even go to the point, and we do this with corporate relocation homes, where there'll be a home inspection even before the house can be sold. In other words, a buyer will do a home inspection afterward to make sure everything's in good shape. Sometimes people do it ahead of time, so if they have any problems, they address them and they're out of the way. They don't have to worry about it going forward.
Do you know, we always hear that that wallpaper can make a house look dated, or that a carpet can make a house look dated. The other day, somebody pointed out that in my house, part of it, the ceiling makes it look outdated, and it's the popcorn ceiling.
True.
I didn't know that anybody would even care about the ceiling.
Some people, look, I mean, it's just an older version of something, right? You don't see it being done anymore, so that's the
Is that right?
That's reason. So,
I mean, I wouldn't even think to look at the ceiling. I mean, unless it was obvious, like there was, things hanging down from it or something.
I mean, I'm a fan of paneling, but.
Wood paneling.
Yeah,
me
but
too.
Not in many houses today. I mean, you got to have a special
Funny.
house.
I kind of like that feeling too.
The average house, it dates it. It dates it.
We have a phone call, Bob. If you'll put your headset on, you'll be able to hear your caller. Good morning. You're on there with Bob Kennedy.
Good morning, Mr. Kennedy.
Good morning.
Like you said, we watch HGTV, and it doesn't seem to matter which program on there that's rehabbing a house, or they're redoing the house and we're knocking down walls and we're doing new floors and we're the whole 9 yards, and we're going to do all this for $70,000. And when you see the finished product, I think the way they have it decorated alone would probably cost $70,000. And I think in the real world, at least ways here, it's going to cost a lot more than $70,000 to get that look. And I'm just wondering if you have any information on that. I'll hang up and listen. Have a great weekend. And again,
that's
WOCA for the programming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, isn't TV wonderful? Just like you can watch a crime drama and they solve a complex murder in 60 minutes.
Right.
On the house shows, they can do amazing things in 30 minutes.
And they catch fish barehanded.
It's the truth. So, yeah, I mean, you got to remodeling is a very, very, very serious thing, and you have to really be careful. If you go and get a house built, it's very easy to run over budget. Like, you could snap your fingers and you're $25,000 over budget, just because you want a little bit better on something. Remodeling is the same thing, because even if the quotes are good, sometimes you run into things that you don't expect. You have bad wiring. They may, tons of things come into it. Obviously, those guys on TV are professionals. I'm not a remodel guy, so I mean, I don't know how they do that. The one thing to mention, though, about all that is if you're going to do any upgrades to sell your home, be really, really careful that you don't over remodel for what you're going to get for the house.
The cheat sheet you gave me indicates that the kitchen is important. It says that the kitchen comes first. And it doesn't cost that much just to change the faucets. You go to Best Buy, or not Best Buy, wrong store, like Home Depot or Lowe's. Well, I guess Best Buy has faucets. I think they do actually in the back.
They may need to.
But you know what I mean? I mean, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, those kind of things are not that hard to do.
That's it. When you look, kitchens are always a big thing. Most people will look at a kitchen and they'll talk more about redoing a kitchen than they will any other room, even more than the master bathroom or the master bedroom. Everybody wants a nice kitchen, period. And what you're talking about when they talk about kitchens, it's cabinets, it's countertops.
Which that does require a professional, usually.
I would think so. I mean, it's because, you have all kinds of different surfaces that you can use now. There's different composites. There's things that are made to look like granite.
Right.
sometimes just changing the hardware, the knobs on the cabinets.
Okay, and there's a do-it-yourself
make a big difference.
thing. Yeah.
So, but everybody wants to see a nice kitchen.
Getting the fingerprints off the refrigerator.
Oh yes,
I'm guessing that's an easy one. All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back. The phone number is 622-9622 if you want to speak to Bob Kennedy. If you're selling a house, and there's at least 2 nice houses in my neighborhood that are for sale. They got a big for sale sign on them, and you call the number and you want to find out how much it is. And
awesome.
It's just I just was surprised to see people, because I thought, oh, they're moving out. Wonder why they're moving.
Like the Jeffersons, moving on up.
We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On Friday, sunshine mixing with clouds. Watch out for an afternoon thunderstorm. High 86 near the coast, 92 inland. And partly cloudy Friday night, low 67 inland, 72 at the coast. Saturday, sunshine mixing with clouds. An afternoon thunderstorm in spots. High 85 near the coast, 92 inland. And Sunday, partly sunny. High 85 near the coast, 91 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Need a mailbox rental but need more information? Remember Personal Service Center, 789-6683. How does $10 a month sound with just a 3-month commitment? Remember Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Mention WOCA and the setup fee is waived. Personal Service Center will email or text notifications to you when your packages arrive. Even scan mail so you never actually have to pick it up. Now that's service. Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Located on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, Ocala. Look for the yellow signs.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Laura Burns from Career Source Citrus Levy Marion will be on the air with us on May 5th at 10 a.m. to give us information about job opportunities right here in Ocala and Marion County. So be sure to call in 622-9622. Ask them about the jobs that Laura will be talking about. Again, that's Thursday, May 5th at 10 a.m. Laura Burns from Career Source Citrus Levy Marion right here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
All right, 12 minutes before 10 o'clock, Bob Kennedy is here from Berkshire Hathaway Hometeam Realty. And real quick, a programming change this morning. Carrie Crawford, who was scheduled to be here earlier today, will actually be here at what time, 11:05, Robin?
Yep, 11:05. Carrie will be on the air beginning.
11:05, okay. And Carrie Crawford is a candidate for the Marion County Sheriff. So if you are tuning in for the Carrie Crawford interview, that'll be at 11:05. Sorry, I'm trying to read my notes and realize what is not happening later on. But Carrie Crawford will be here later on running for the office of sheriff.
Yes, he will.
How about that?
Nice fellow.
And another nice fellow's in here. Bob Kennedy is here. By the way, the phone lines are open if you want to call Bob, 622-9622. This one selling secret that you handed me, I'm interested in this one. It says, take the home out of your house. And I would always think that, people say, make it more homey, bake a loaf of bread, they always say, or something like that.
What they're really talking about there is a lot of, you go into most homes and there's going to be a lot of personal mementos. Pictures hanging all over the place, maybe very personalized art, not artwork, but whatever it might be. And you want to, the general rule is you want to limit that. If you have a wall going up to the second floor that has, 25 pictures of your family from the day your kids were born through them having their own kids.
Isn't that sweet, though? Don't you love seeing that?
It is. It's really cool. I wish we had the what is it? I never think in those terms of having something with that kind of longevity.
Yeah.
But that's not something for the prospective buyer to see. You'd probably be better off having just show off, hey, the paint looks good, the stairs are in good shape, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You want less is more when it comes to doing that. You'll have a lot of people say, whatever you have in your closet, take half of it out. If you have to go get a storage, closets that are filled to the brim don't show well, all those kinds of
When
things.
you show somebody's home, are they home?
Every agent will tell you they prefer that the seller is not home.
Oh, okay.
Because the buyer, first of all, when the sellers are usually home, they have a lot to say, and that's a time. And a buyer, whatever's on their mind, they're not going to say it in front of the seller.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so it's better. It's better if the seller isn't there.
Selling secret. Another selling secret is half-empty closets. Empty them halfway.
Yeah, that's
What?
clutter. Again,
Oh,
it
just
goes
get
to
rid of the
clutter.
clutter, okay.
So you open up, nobody has enough closet space. I don't care how much closet space is in a house, somebody's going to be wanting more. It's human nature. It's like you can't have a kitchen that's been too upgraded,
Yeah.
Everybody, closets are a big deal, and it just goes to the overall condition of not too many things in there.
You wouldn't show a house after dark, would you?
Sure.
Oh, you would?
Yes.
So then lighting
On Halloween. No.
So lighting must be important.
Lighting's important. Lighting's always important. Interior lighting. Now, it's much better to show it before dark so you can have a much better view of the outside. So most people, if they, during the winter months, sometimes they just can't get out there while it's light out. They'll come back. If they like the house, they'll come back and take another look during the day. But yeah, lighting's important. A lot of times if a house is vacant, an agent will go in and if they know there's showings and turn a bunch of the lights on, get the window shades open so you get to see that natural light and the bright light. Because no house looks good dark.
No.
No.
Except for maybe the theater room. or your theater has adjustable lights or something.
Well, sometimes they have knockout shades in there. I mean, I've been, just some people are very, very into it. So that would be the exception to the rule. If you have a media room, it could be really dark.
So here's another selling secret that is not about the house, but about the agent selling the house. It says here, be careful. A secret sale killer is hiring the wrong broker. Make sure you have a broker who is totally informed.
Sure.
Well, that's you.
Well, of course. No, but when you're in today's world, we talked about it a lot a couple weeks ago. Technology is what's driving the industry. So
they know already a lot of the stuff, huh?
Well, they should, and you want to ask the agent what is their marketing platform. People will ask me all the time, well, are you going to put it in this print magazine? And I'm like, the next ad I run in that print magazine will be my first, because that's not where people look to buy houses today.
So you
have to have, if you want to have your house marketed well, you have to see that they have a tremendous internet presence.
And that leads to this, because if a house has a tremendous internet presence and I'm looking to buy a house, chances are I'll find it before I ever speak to you. In the old days, you would go to a real estate agent and you would say, can we get in your car and can you take me to a few houses? Nowadays, yes. Can you meet me at this house, right?
Correct.
Because we already know where the houses are.
That's right. And,
we've already looked at them. Yeah. I mean, from the outside.
Not only that, I mean, you could use our mobile app and you can map an area. You say, hey, I want to be within so far, I'm getting a job at the hospital. I want to live within a mile of the hospital.
Oh.
You can draw a circle on your map and it'll immediately populate all the houses in a certain price range within a mile of that hospital. That's technology. That's how houses get sold.
So I'm guessing that, when they say curb appeal makes a big difference?
Yes.
So I'm guessing you never hear from a lot of people who've already done step one, which is the curb appeal part. Because if I'm looking for a house and I know, okay, at 41 5th Street or something, that's the house I want to look at. It looks pretty good in the picture. Let me go drive up to it. Oh, that doesn't look anything like the picture. There's a sewer truck, a septic tank truck in there or something.
Well, curb appeal's always going to be important. If it's a first impression, right? And the old
But I mean,
saying,
there's no heads up.
Well, they can look. It's like preparing your house on the inside. You prepare your house on the outside.
At any given time.
If you want to have three months of overgrown stuff in your front yard, no problem. Just understand it's going to cost you thousands of dollars.
Right.
That's
because your house is going to be. Nobody's going to pay. They're going to say.
So
no.
that goes back to the first secret, which was always be ready to show.
Always.
You never know if that car outside that's slowing down is looking at your house because he saw it on the internet.
Sure, and a lot of agents will put signs that have toll-free numbers for them to call to get some additional information about the house.
Wow.
Because if somebody's cruising a neighborhood, they don't really even know the price. They may call on it, and that agent will be notified that there's been an inquiry. Boom, and the process starts. But you can overcome these things, but it's much easier not to have to overcome them, right?
Let's go to the phone and say good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air with Bob Kennedy.
Good morning, Mr. Kennedy. This is Sonny again. What happens if you're looking to sell a house and the house next to you or directly across the street looks like something that hasn't seen any lawn care or any paint or any maintenance for about 10 years? How do you fight something like that? And of course, I know that would affect your property values with a problem like that. I'll hang up and listen. Thanks again.
Unfortunately, that's a difficult issue. If you're in a neighborhood that has all very well-kept homes, and that home is the exception to the rule, it kind of gets discounted out. If you're in a neighborhood where half the homes are like that, then it's a bigger issue. But what are you going to do? I mean, you can go over and talk to the neighbor. There may be reasons why they have it that way, but it's just one of those things you got to deal with. That's why so many people like gated communities, because there's deed restrictions. You're not allowed to have property get into that state of disrepair.
Yeah, the first tip is the first impression is the only impression. Once we see a house, we make up our mind right away, right?
Well, if you want to see it, if it's that much of a turnoff, it could be. Now, sometimes there are times when, if the agent can convince the people, hey, I've already been in this house, I'm telling you, it fits with what a lot of things you're looking for. Let's look past this for right now and go in and take a look. But again, it's the overall look and feel. What we're trying to establish is best foot forward, right? If you're going to have a Christmas party, you're going to want the house to look good. Well, and those are people that you know. Here's people you don't know, and you're really trying to impress them.
Sure. Yeah.
So you want to take the time to make it look well.
We're almost out of time. Give us your contact information, your phone number, and the website.
622-9700. Website is BHHSHometeamrealty.com. You could also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that social media stuff. And it's awesome what we're doing with our social media, by the way.
And we'll see
no
you
thanks
next
to
Friday.
me. Absolutely.
All right. We will take a break. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.